Guys, I'm leaving out of Dick's Gap here after the night at the hostel. It was fantastic. I mean, just really super cool people. They gave us a ride into town to a Mexican restaurant, then went and picked up our buddy at another location 5 miles down the road, brought him back. They went and got crutches for another person that was staying at the hostel that had hurt herself. And then they gave us a ride back and our buddy back. And I had a killer breakfast this morning. They cooked for you, and coffee. We did yoga at 6:30 in the morning. It's fun. So back on the trail. It's time to get moving. 5 days in this time. Y'all pray for me.
Well, it's not so easy now, though it never was back then. We still can't seem to work this out, but you can still pretend. And these tattered walls and burning bridges quickly start to fall. How long until there's nothing left?
We had an absolutely wonderful lunch up here on the Appalachian Trail. They're about a 5 mile in from this morning, and we have got a gorgeous day. And we're about 5 miles from the Georgia, North Carolina state lines. So that's kind of a big step. I think that you're supposed to drink a shot of whiskey or something at each state you cross. So we've got a couple of Fireballs. We're gonna crack those open and chug them while we're there. I don't know how good that sounds, but we're gonna, win in Rome, right?
At all. I've been to California, man, I've seen them city lights. Been stranded in the desert, scorching days and freezing nights. And I'll never understand why people try to walk so tall. How long until there's nothing left at all? Don't you love?
Good morning, everybody. I don't know what date it is. I think it's like the 8th or 9th of April. You kind of lose track of days and even days of the week. I think today is Thursday. Had a great night last night. Beautiful sunset. Hung out with some younger guys and a couple of girls that are also doing the AT. We're kind of in the bubble, what they call. So this is when most of the thru hikers are launching out from Springer Mountain. Out of the 2,000 that will hike this year, most of them bounce in March and April, just like we did. But it's all right. We still got plenty of room to camp, meet some folks. I'm sure it'll get lonely on when we start hitting Maine. Anyway, we got some rain expected later on today. We might stay in a shelter. We're going to try and do about 7.5 miles, and check it out. Peace.
But you got used to where we used to feel so free. Won't you wait a while in silence, love? Watch it fall with me. Right.
Well, North Carolina kind of lets you know you're in North Carolina. They hit us this morning with a 1,800 foot ascent out of camp, about killed us. And then either tonight or tomorrow we gotta do that baby. Blood Mountain, 5,500 feet, I think, almost 2,000. Those things kill you.
To the core with Wall Street skimming from the till while no one minds the store. And how could someone get so low in a building so damn tall? How long until there's nothing left at all? Well, chunks the size of Delaware are falling off the poles. Our heads are buried in the sand, our leaders dug the holes. Like junkies hooked on fossil fuels heading for withdrawal. How long until there's nothing left at all? Don't you love what you got used to? Where we used to feel so free. Come and wait a while in silence, love.
Miss Haley.
Well, he went up to get water? Yeah. Like literally he left 30 seconds before it got that. Like he probably got down the corner.
I'm exhausted. We did 7.5 this morning, fast, trying to get this shelter, see if we get some space, but no space. We got tents out right before the thunderstorm hit. But now it's like 2 in the afternoon, 3 in the afternoon. I had a huge lunch, like a double tuna fish dump on a tortilla with busted pretzels on top and a big Snickers bar. So I think I want to take a nap. Look at these size hail. Major thunderstorm going on right now. I've got ice on my tent from all the hail we got. Gosh. Look at it. Stay new. Oh no. Hope it holds out. It's a good day. We hit it hard. We tried to get in here early to get a spot for shelter, but it was already crowded. We set up our tents. And this is when these tents get tested, baby. But all in all, a good day. We got a couple more days in the woods, about 24 miles to go till we get an extraction at Franklin. And woohoo, it's town day. That means we go in, hot showers, maybe a jacuzzi or something. Good food, cold beer, it's all good. Okay, guys, see ya. Tree out.
Watch it fall with me.
Enjoying a great morning, folks. It's kind of fun because we get to have a conversation. Me and BTS back here, just been rapping and jabbering at the jaw, and it's been a lot of fun just to have good conversation over an hour or so, and you know, enjoy a cloudy morning up here at 5,000 feet.
Now the answers in our heads to the questions that were asked, it boils up from underground and leads us to the past, to a place that's long forgotten when we had enough for all. How long until there's nothing left at all?
just going to give you a quick update as it's hailing on the ground. We got hit with a bunch of hail last night and powerful thunderstorms. This lightning bolt smacked about 50 yards from camp. It was a little sketchy. We got a little water in the tent. I don't know what from. It's probably moving around and shifting. We'll figure it out. Not too much to make a problem. But I was going to tell you, so far after 2 weeks, I feel okay. Good Lord's been blessing me and no injuries. I feel better. We're trying to shoot for 11.5 today, which would be one of our records maybe. But all the trail's been good. A few blowdowns. The maintenance crews up here do a great job as far as keeping water flow off of it or doing erosion control, cutting up the blowdowns for a clear path. So shout out to all the trail maintenance crews, North Georgia and lower North Carolina. We appreciate it.
Don't you love what you got used to? Where we tried to make our stand. The hourglass is growing empty now, just to leave a pile of sand. Watch it fall. Stuck around to fight through, it gets feeling tougher every day. I feel like everybody likes to run their mouth but can't decide on what it is they're trying to say. There's nothing wrong with hearing voices, even when they're in your dreams. And if you're listening, tomorrow could be better than it seems. Used to think I couldn't even count my blessings, but now I know they're few and far between. When I look at my reflection in the mirror, I can see some men I've never even seen. The wasted life I left behind me, it's just a war I couldn't win. I'm the devil's guest of honor, that's the best it's ever been. Little sad as soon as mended, without a wing of work could fly 1,000 miles. I'd rather be abandoned or alone, just so I could lend my secrets to the wind.
So I just passed this overlook on the AT that me and some friends did on a section hike a couple of years ago. And we climbed up this barely used trail, although I didn't say that. And it was a nightmare. Sticker bushes, down trees. I mean, it took us 7 hours to go 3 miles. We wound up on the AT, camped up on top by the shelter. And I just passed it. And we just passed this overlook where we all took a picture. So here's a hometown shout out to my friends doing section hikes with me. God bless y'all.
I know a man whose pain is heavy like an anchor, and it drags him to the bottom of the sea. His cloudy eyes are often lost behind a daydream or frozen in some broken memory. But I've never heard him speak about what happened. He'll never say what laid him low. There are secrets that we carry that are ours to bear alone. You said a love that's kept in secret dies in darkness, and a soul needs to confess to be set free. So I'm lifting back the cover of my heart, dear, and hoping that you'll do the same for me. It's not too pretty, but it's open. It's the only way I know to tell you true. I'd walk the world alone before I'd ever walk
Morning, folks. On the trail again. Had a great night last night with a fire. We had a fire ban up here for the first few weeks, and so we couldn't have any. And then we had our first one a couple nights ago. Some young guys built one. It was nice. And then we had a great one last night. Always fun to sit around the campfire and shoot the shit. Conversation, just good. So we're off this morning. We're going to go to Albert Mountain. Got a killer fire tower. I've been here a couple times before. Great views on this fire tower. Should be able to see the Smokies, I think. But it's also the 100-mile mark. So that's exciting. I'm going to have some episodes, guys, on this channel where I'm going to talk about what has brought me joy and peace in my life as I'm about to turn 60 in 3 days. And, you know, maybe it helps some people. Maybe it doesn't. But there's some nuggets in there, I think, for some people. But it's helped me. So I'll be talking about my faith, my journey doing charity, some prison ministry, my Cursillo small group that I've been meeting with for 25 years, and just a few things that seem to have blessed me, blessed my marriage, blessed my family, and just had a great and joyful life. So I'll share those with you as we go through this journey together. Appreciate it.
Wrought iron fence around your yard. Living check to check, a skinny tie around your neck on stolen time and borrowed numbers off a card. Blinking life is left behind you. There's no escape, that's just a fact. We're all $1 short and every one of us is running out of track. Little sad as soon as mended. Without a wing, word could fly 1,000 miles. I'd rather be abandoned or alone, just so I can lend my secrets to the...
Howdy, LD. Howdy. This is Tree up on top of Albert Mountain on a Saturday morning with a gorgeous view. Just chilling out. But it's also the 100-mile mark. Woohoo! We're about to go up the top of this fire tower, which is a little sketch, but I've been up it before a few times, but it has some great views. Unreal.
Little sad as soon as mended. Without a wing, a word could fly 1,000 miles. I'd rather be abandoned or alone, just so I could lend my secrets to the wind. This morning about 4:15, grabbed my cap and bag and slipped out the...
Can't you see the sunshine? Can't you just feel the moonshine? Isn't it like a friend of mine? Hit me from behind. Yes, I'm gone to Carolina in my mind. supposedly there is a tradition. I'm not sure about this, but Do-si-dos said yes, you're supposed to drink whiskey at every state crossing, and so this is cheers. Thank you, Georgia. We loved you. We're glad to see you in the back. Hello, North Carolina. We're coming. Cheers.
Cheers.
Ah! Woo!
Weed. He said, I'm Officer Looper, the Tennessee State Trooper, and I'll take your...
Well, folks, we did Albert Mountain today, and we're heading towards our extraction point. And then we're going into Franklin, North Carolina. Take a well-deserved 0. It's been a hard week. Today we did 12 and a half when we finish here in a little bit. And every bone in my body's hurting right now. So excited to go to town. Town days. They're fun. So anywho, see y'all shortly.
Story, and I want you to know, if you're gonna go fishing, you better take her slow, better look both ways and keep her in line. Let this be a lesson to you and your partners in crime. Always watch your 6 and 9, don't roll through the stop sign. You don't always need to make the verses rhyme, don't be mixing liquor with your wine. If you feel so inclined, keep me in mind, and by the way, only break one law at a time.
Credits with the continuing music.